Hello, Global. All right, so you are in your fourth online assignment, and this assignment is all about conflict in the Middle East. So we've kind of been jumping around from different places, and now we're going to be looking at what was going on in a part of the world that we haven't spent a ton of time with. So this is the same as it has been. Again, you're just using the form. So you're going to type in your email here. So I type in my school email address, make sure it's correct. Go on. Make sure you do the do now. We really do we do take the time to read your messages. So please leave us a little message and we'll write back some feedback for you. Next, you will move on to the first part. So you're going to be looking at conflict in two places in the world, Israel and Palestine. There's a conflict between these two countries. So it's very similar to our previous lessons. We start with a picture. There's only one this time. Then there is a quick video of me describing a little bit about the background of this conflict. So it's actually me talking, lecturing. Then you're going to continue through the questions. There's a good mix of multiple choice. The reading is shorter. If you're like, whoa, that handwriting's really small. Sorry, that typing's really small. You can zoom in on a computer. So if you need to see a little bit more clearly. You'll answer the questions. There's another video here. Make sure this is a longer video. It's like 10 minutes, and you don't need to watch all of it. You just need to watch 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So just 3 minutes and 20 seconds in. If you'd like to watch all of it, by all means, you are free to. I think it's a fascinating event, but you may not. All right. You'll keep going, finish up the questions. This reading's a little bit longer. However, there are two different readings about the points from different points of view. So somebody on one side of the conflict and somebody on the other. So they're actually pretty interesting and they're easy to read. And then you'll finish it up and you'll move on to the next part. Oh, this is a required question. Okay, so I'm going to answer that one. And then I'm going to move on. All right. So I move on to the second chunk of the lesson, which is all about something called the Iranian Revolution. So if you're like, shoot, man, I forgot what the word revolution means. One, you can always Google stuff. Two, a revolution is when there's a big change in things. So for example, the French Revolution, they wanted a big change in the way society was structured and who had a say in the government. So similarly, in Iran, they have a revolution, but it's based on, and as you're going to see in both of these conflicts, religious tension is in both of them. So you're going to watch the short video, work through the questions. Again, not a ton of reading. We chunked it up, so it's not as like one big long reading. You'll answer the questions. The last part here, there's a video. It's interesting because this video is about what is the relationship like between Iran and the United States today. And if you remember back to the beginning of the year, we were freaking out about World War III because of the bombing that killed an Iranian general. Now that feels like completely old news and like a forever ago. But it does connect to what you're learning about the Iranian Revolution. What you learn about this revolution will actually make sense when you're like, oh, that's why there's tension between the two of us. So then you'll move on to the last part, which is a writing assignment. So there's one part to this, and the second part is actually extra credit, so you don't have to do it. But what you're going to be doing is you're writing a paragraph, and you're writing a paragraph basically about an enduring issue connected to the two events that you read about. So again, the question is, what is an enduring issue related to the two conflicts you learned about today? So in your paragraph, you have to identify an issue. So let's say you're like, I think an enduring issue connected to these two events is the impact of ideas and beliefs, or is conflict, or is religious tension. I gave you some examples right there. You'll say impact of ideas and beliefs is when blah, 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 blah. So you define it. And then you're going to tell me like what's going on with these events. So what were they? Where were they? Who was going on? I want you to show me that you understood what you learned about today. And then the last part is you're going to be connecting it to these conflicts. And you're going to be saying like, how does what you just wrote about, how does this support your claim that this is an enduring issue? So why is the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, or why is the Iranian Revolution an example of the impact of ideas and beliefs? You will be graded using this rubric. Again, it's a little bit smaller, but if you zoom in, You'll be graded on your topic sentence, whether it answers the question. You'll be graded on your contextualization, meaning these parts, like telling me when and where and stuff it took place. And then you'll also be graded on your interpretation of the evidence. All right. So if you're like, you're going to scroll down, you're going to write your paragraph here. If you're like, I totally don't know how to start this, click on that link and it will take you to this, it's like an outline. It's like a template that shows you some sentence starters and things like that. So have that open and then you can write your paragraph there. If you are like, I really need to like handwrite this paragraph, that is totally okay. If you'd like to handwrite it, take a picture and send it to us, by all means, go for it. You'll write that. The second part is extra credit, but you're basically thinking about a conflict you've had and how it started and how it was resolved. Last part that I would like you to do is just the reflection, and then you're done. You'll submit. I'm not going to submit mine right now because I didn't do any of it. So, all right.